Good morning everyone. Today we have two wonderful specialists and experts who are going to talk and who are going to answer the question: what if the African continent breaks apart, and what if the Sahara Desert was covered with solar panels? Please welcome Camila and Shirley.
Hi guys, I'm glad to be here, but what if the African continent breaks apart? Well, it's actually a reality. It is breaking because of the crack found in the Great Rift Valley, which is one of the most unstable terrain on the African continent. And it is also surrounded by volcanic rock. But what is the main cause of the phenomenon? Well, in that valley there are rifts, which are elongated depressions caused by the thinning of the lithosphere. To understand this, we must remember what the lithosphere is. Well, it is the outer and rigid layer of the Earth, and it is broken into many tectonic plates, which are lattice slabs of solid rock that move relative to each other at different speeds. So when they move apart from each other, they cause fractures to be formed at the boundaries, and the land remaining in between the two plates starts to sink and forms what is known as a rift valley. For this reason, the African tectonic plate is broken up into two smaller ones, the Somali and Nubian plates. Another cause may be the volcanic activity. The geologist David Addy explained in Daily Nation that it was likely that the crack was filled with volcanic ashes from a nearby hill called Longonot, and that the last rains could have washed in, which would have facilitated the appearance of the fracture. But what if these plates break off completely from each other? Well, it has both positive and negative aspects. The possible consequences will be the following. First of all, the Rift Valley will sink deeper and deeper, and water from the Red Sea will flow in to create a new ocean, and Africa will become a lot smaller. But according to the researcher Lucia Perez Diaz of the Royal Holloway University of London, within tens of millions of years the tension will separate the plates, and the ocean will fill in the resulting hole. Then the African continent will be smaller, and a large island will appear in the Indian Ocean with countries such as Ethiopia, Somalia, and the Horn of Africa. This will happen very slowly, and nobody could perceive it, but there will be great consequences for the inhabitants of Africa. For example, cracks through the highways and city, large-term earthquakes due to the movement of the two plates, and the Somali and Nubian. The extinction of population, for example, Nairobi near to the Rift Valley because of the ocean will sink them completely. However, there are some advantages. Geologists are excited because this can lead information about how Earth's surface is shaped and how earthquakes and volcanoes work, although they don't specify how they would do it. As you know, the human being has not found any way to predict this phenomenon. I believe that it's not possible to stop this sinister process because it occurs deep within the Earth's crust. It is said that the crack is 15 meters deep and needs increasing 2.5 meters per year. However, preventive measures could be installed, but housing those communities in danger in safer areas and installing earthquake controls in buildings.
Thank you for inviting me. As we all know, we're alternating of several landscapes and climates. One of the biggest landscapes and more extreme weathers is the Sahara Desert. Today I want to make you analyze about an important and innovative idea. What if the Sahara Desert was covered with solar panels? Well, first of all, where is the Sahara Desert? Well, it is located on the African continent and is considered as the largest hot desert in the world. Its area of 9,200,000 square kilometers is comparable to the area of China or the United States. And second, what is a solar panel? It is a new source of energy to generate electricity. Need to be set up somewhere to get the lot of sunlight, and with that to be able to provide a sustainable solution for our energy problems. It means we have a large match of unused land, and we can take advantage of this land to generate energy and electricity. From here we find two relevant questions. Could we cover the entire desert with solar panels? Would that be enough to power the entire world? According to investigations, if the 1.2% of the entire land was covered, we could create enough power to meet energy needs of the whole world. Do you think it could change the desert's weather? Yes, it could, because thanks to solar panels, the rainfall would double, and with that increase the vegetation around 20%. Why it happens? Because of the land's Sahara Desert Land has a particular and unusual light in color that tends to reflect a lot of light and head back up into the air. Within that, more sun would be absorbed and ground temperature would increase. Warmer air rises to area where the atmosphere is cooler and humidity or moisture there condenses and falls as rain. In a really short time, Sahara Desert would undergo several changes. Solar panels will not only help to create air energy but also adding more needed greeny for desert. This sounds incredible, but the reality in this project is that this is more complicated or more difficult than we think. Well, African government would have to invest a lot of money for transportation, machinery, expansion, and where would that money come from? Maybe they don't have means to do it, and logistic plans are too complex. The idea would be to reach the whole world. This project would take a lot of years, it means it's a long-term project. This factor would help this idea to be forgotten. Experts are honest, would be hard this project for all these countries. In conclusion, the idea is to start with a small scale, go from less to more, and start for example with solar panels to power some small and poor African villages. With this, spread this electricity in a realistic way, having more access than before.
Okay, that is all for today. Thank you for the attention and don't forget to write on social media. Please get attention and get in touch with us. Thank you so much.